Hello guys, I would like to tell you just a small story about one of the oldest Russian breeds, Siberian Fawl. We call it Siberian Fawl because in the ancient time lots of people in the villages and countryside in Siberia had this breed. Very often in monastery they had this breed. It's a good layer, it's not very big, but it lays lots of eggs and it lives through the winter very good. The difference between this breed and Sultan and Pavlov, we have few differences. First of all, like for the roosters, it has a rose comb. You could see it here on two roosters, and it has 4 fingers. It has feathered legs. At the moment, we have only black, uh, black color. We don't, but in the old times, Siberian Fawl had so many colors. It was crazy. Now only black color we have, and we are very happy to have this breed because for most 100 years, in last time it was mentioned in 1905, it was described as the Russian oldest breed, and since then it disappeared. So in 2009, one of the chicken breeders, famous chicken breeders, Mr. Führer, he was traveling to the north part of Russia, where he saw just 2 hens of this breed, and he knew about this breed from the old books. So he went to ask how it survived and where is the rooster and if he could buy it. And as he found out that the rooster died because it was too old, and the only chicken we have are 2 hens. So he took these 2 hens to Moscow. He took a silver color Pavlov rooster, and now from 2009 we started actually working on Siberian Fawl again. So now I would definitely say that we had recreated this line because, as you see, the rooster has rose comb. Hens also do have it. You could see the legs of the hen, how much feather it has on it. Um, if it lives in wild, you see, it's very energetic bird, and it can fly. And if it lives in wild, and you have some dogs or some other predators coming on its way, it can easily fly away around like 6-7 meters, or it could fly up to the tree. So because in old times in Russia they were always living on the open field. That is another reason, why they're different from sultans. As you see, like the feather doesn't come on the chicken eye; it's open, so chicken can see what's going on around. Hens can see what's going on around, and if somebody comes from the back or from the side, it can easily notice the predator and hopefully escape. We have very detailed description of Siberian Fawl breed from the book that we found in Great Britain. It was published in 1940s or 1960s, I don't remember exactly. And it happened that some of the chicken breeders came to Moscow maybe for expedition or something, and they just saw this breed and it was quite unique for them, so they took few birds to London and they made very detailed description. Later these birds also traveled to United States, but obviously they didn't survive there, so they just disappeared. But the genes of this breed actually spread it all over the world, and I truly believe that in the old times, when Russia had a very tight relationship with Constantinople, this city doesn't exist anymore. It's Istanbul, it's called Istanbul now. So in the old times, when businessmen, I would say, would travel to South Russia, to Istanbul, they would actually, we didn't have sausages, we didn't have some food that could actually last long. So everything they was taking with them are chickens in the cages. So we believe that these chickens were taken to Istanbul, and they were presented to to some local people, and they start breeding it, and they add some details to the birds. So that's how Sultan appeared. I'm sure that maybe local people from Istanbul would say that it was vice versa. You know, I don't know. Actually, it's all we can't say how it was exactly. But logically, I know that in Beijing now there is one breed. Beijing, China. In China there is one breed, very ancient Chinese breed. They called it Beijing oil chicken. I think you can Google it on internet. They still have it and they still breed it in Beijing. It has a red color. Um, it looks very much like a Siberian Fawl. Uh, and we had tight relationship. The Beijing and Russia, Siberia, I would say, Beijing and Siberia, they're very close. Like the border there is so wide and so long. So I guess these Beijing oil chickens came to Siberia first, and then because they came from the northern China, um, they could survive Siberian winters, and they get better immune system. And of course Russian breeders add some changes to this chicken, just bit changes. And then it came to Moscow, St. Petersburg, so it spread it all over the Russia. And from Russia it traveled to Constantinople, Istanbul, and it traveled to Poland and some other European countries. So I guess pretty much this is the history of the breed. It's very unique, it's very nice. We could, like, when you have, I would say, 20 chickens, 20 hens, you could have 3-4 roosters, and they would live together and they wouldn't really fight. These birds are more like cats. They have very good character, very good character. And I have few breeds here at home, and I would say this breed never gets sick. Sometimes maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days chickens could die because of difficulties with digestion or bad food. But when they get 1 month old, so it's very difficult for them to get sick. They have very strong immune system. Maybe it's because they have history coming from Siberia and this climate makes them strong, I don't know, but their immune system is very good. because you know that Russian summer is very short, so they develop feather very early. 1 month old chickens, they already have feather. When they turn 2 months or 3 months, small roosters, sometimes they start cuckoo. They start singing. Not all of them, of course, but sometimes it happens. So, and they start laying eggs when they are 6-7 months old. So here is the small introduction of our breed. It's called Siberian Fawl.